When you see the benefits clearly, you start running the business differently. What's that about, you say? Well, stay tuned for the 7 benefits of owning a Plantscape business.
It's the Plantscape Business School Podcast. This is the podcast for growing not just beautiful plants, but thriving plantscape businesses. Here's your host, longtime Plantscape business owner, systems nerd, and small business innovator, Brad Miller.
The 7 benefits of owning a Plantscape business that most owners forget to even appreciate. At our company, Interior Plantscapes, we have this thing, it's called the curse of the familiar. And we use it to describe a prospect who has become so familiar with their own surroundings, their own, say, ugly plants, that they don't even realize what they have. They've gone ambiance blind. So most Plantscape owners could be in that same category of curse of the familiar. You don't even realize what an amazing business that you have. So, friend, if you were designing from scratch a small business, you might land on, say, a Plantscape business. Step back with me right now from the pests, from the replacements, from the service routes, and talk about something bigger, the benefits of owning your Plantscape company. Because when you see the benefits clearly, you start running your business differently. Yep, that was a teaser, and I'm going to say it again. When you see the benefits of your business clearly, you're going to start running your business differently. You're going to go pro. Honestly, I went for years not understanding the benefits of the Plantscape company that I had. I resisted going pro. And then when I understood more clearly and I esteemed the work that I was doing higher, I definitely began to run my business differently. I began to run myself differently. I began to invest in the business in a way that I hadn't before. So I'm going to start with the number 1 all-time benefit to a Plantscape business, and you probably know it's MRR. Monthly recurring revenue. It's what most businesses want. But the businesses that don't have monthly recurring revenue, listen, they chase revenue every month. Plantscape businesses renew revenue automatically. We're in the subscription business. And I would say it was probably 15 years, 20 years ago, where like subscription businesses became all the rage. And now everybody wants in the subscription business. And we have one. We've got monthly contracts, which creates stability and predictability and peace of mind. So every month we wake up and we've got money already scheduled to come in. That's not common, friend, it's powerful. So if you are trying to create a systems business, having recurring revenue really creates the consistency that other businesses don't have. It is the foundation that allows you as a business owner to hire better, to plan longer term, to think like a business owner instead of a firefighter. Recurring revenue. Come on, thank you. Number 2, long-term relationships. Because my company has been in business since 1983, I know what it's like to have decades long. I have customers that I've had for over 35 years. So you're not a one-time vendor. You're not a once and done. You're a partner, and you cultivate these relationships for the long term. So the plants become part of the client's space, part of their company culture, even part of their identity. The client trusts you because of this relationship. So long-term clients, they do a lot of things for us. They reduce the sales pressure. Again, you don't have to like, oh man, where's our next sale coming from? You've got some buffer in there. And retention beats acquisition all day. So that's what we have. We have this amazing relationship with clients. So the long-term client relationship, again, it's not a once and done. When we make a sale, we're not like, okay, thanks for the transaction. No, we're beginning a relationship. One of my favorite Drucker quotes, the sole purpose of business is to create and keep customers. Customer retention is huge. Number 3, our work of plantscaping is predictable work. It's work that can be systemized, systemizable work. So different from, say, a contractor. You know what, I have a friend and he has a remodel business where he just does all different kind of work. Doesn't ever happen that it's the same. I couldn't imagine having that kind of work. Our kind of business creates predictability. So we can have training, we can have delegation, and the quality control is built in because we're doing the same work again and again. So rhythm loves systems. Predictable work equals systems work. And it's the same work that we do every week, whether it's sales or plant care or delivery and installation, so we can train it, we can delegate it, we can create this wonderful order. Don't underestimate the power of predictability, the beauty of predictability, the elegance of predictability. Friend, if you have a Plantscape business, you've got that. Number 4, you sell outcomes, not labor hours, but outcomes. So we're not selling our time, we're selling ambiance, we're selling professionalism, we're selling an experience and first impressions. So we're not in a commodity business. So we say we don't sell plants, we create ambiance and beautiful spaces. So they know that their space is going to feel different. And that's a different outcome. And we get to sell that. So we're selling our outcomes. And again, another word is the experience. It's so much more powerful than trying to just sell labor or a product. We're selling a done for you experience. Done for you as opposed to DIY. And what I've learned from years in this business is that it is very, very difficult to do live plants as a DIY project. And that's a really good thing for us. And I think people that have been in business for a while understand that as well. They've tried to do plants by themselves. So we've got this beautiful benefit built in. Number 5, there's this thing called a high switching cost. And what I mean by that is that once the plants are installed and they're maintained and they're just happy in their space, changing to a different provider feels risky. And again, it's another kind of built-in customer retention part. Change really creates disruption. So it's easy to fire a vendor, but it's harder to replace this living system that people have in their business. It's already working, and if we're good at what we do, it looks amazing. And so the idea of switching is not something that people like to think about. So customer retention, it's a beautiful and a powerful business asset. This business that we have of plantscaping, it supports this retention and long-term contract. So it's really, again, it's like this built-in customer retention. Another of my quotes, and maybe I've already said this one, but the sole purpose of business is to create and keep customers. Keep your customers for decades. Do what, if you love them and if they're a great client, do whatever it takes to keep them. Number 6, plantscaping is a business that can run without you. Friend, I want you to aspire to this. This is your aspirational moment to create a business that works without you. The Plantscape business is systemizable, so you can create routes and standards, service rhythms, clear expectations for your clients and for your coworkers. Listen, Plantscape businesses don't burn out owners. Unsystemized, complicated, and random Plantscape businesses burn out owners. Well-run Plantscape companies are ideal candidates for leadership teams. You get other people to run things, reduced owner dependency, lifestyle freedom. So a Plantscape business is a business that can expand your life rather than consume your life. That's what we're talking a lot about, right? It's a business that can operate without you. You can create standards, service rhythms, and clear expectations. Lastly, number 7, and just get your heart around this one. You, as a Plantscape business owner, improve spaces where people live, work, gather, and heal. And so just think about where we put our work, this work of beautiful live plants, offices, country clubs, hotels, restaurants, the places where people do life, and especially hospitals where people go to heal. So think about this, that our work is very meaningful in this realm of creating spaces. Our work quietly makes people feel better. And often they don't even know why. Maybe they don't even know that it's the gorgeous live plants that are making them feel better. It's meaningful work that we do. It's dignified, and it really does have a real world impact. We create ambiance and beautiful spaces. Plantscaping, it's a feel-good business for everyone. We improve spaces where people live, work, heal, and gather. Again, it's meaningful and it's dignified work with a real world impact. So when you add all of these up, recurring revenue, long-term clients, predictable work, systems, you realize that you have something really special. The Plantscape business that you have is a solid business. It's a systems business. Stop underestimating what you've built and embrace it and go to work on it to make it better and better. It's a business, a real business, of providing meaningful product and service that changes the lives of clients, coworkers, and especially you, the Plantscape business owner. Thanks for joining Plantscape Business School Podcast. If you want to build a Plantscape business that works with excellence, works without you, you're in the right place.
Thanks for listening to the Plantscape Business School Podcast. If today's episode helped you think differently about your Plantscape business, share it with a fellow owner and make sure you're subscribed so you never miss an episode. For tools, training, and resources to help you build a business that really works, visit PlantscapeBusinessSchool.com. Plantscape Business School. Uncomplicate your business and expand your life.